We as humans all have a distinctive personality, different behaviors, and we are all a unique universe. But psychologists who have studied human behavior for so long keep discovering patterns that are believed to be rooted in our childhood and can be applied to everyone. We here at Mindspun wanted to share these useful psychology tricks since they will impact your communication skills in a positive way and will improve your social life. Noticing someone's eye color. This isn't because their eye color is important, but by taking a moment to look and make note of it, you will be giving the perfect amount of eye contact. We all know eye contact is important in social situations, but too much can be a little bit creepy and uncomfortable, and not enough makes us seem shifty and untrustworthy. So when you first meet someone, if you look at their eye color, you will have the perfect amount. Getting information. If you have a friend that struggles to open up to you, tell you how they are feeling, or even give you simple information, this trick is a perfect way to get that information out of them in full detail. Ask them a question, and if they respond partially, or it feels like they're hiding something, simply keep eye contact and remain silent for a few seconds. The silence combined with eye contact will make them feel uncomfortable. They will do anything to break this tension, even if that means giving you the information they were holding back. So, remain silent for a few seconds and they will most likely spill their beans. Notice people's feet. When you approach a group of people, notice if they turn their feet towards you when you join the group. If they do, you are welcome. If they turn their bodies or heads but keep their feet pointed away from you, then you are not welcome or have interrupted at an opportune time. Getting a song out of your head. Have you ever had a song stuck inside your head? The melody just keeps replaying over and over inside your mind, but you can't quite seem to remember which song it is. And while you can't remember, you keep trying to remember, which leads to you wasting a huge amount of time trying to remember the name of something incredibly pointless. Well, here's a common psychology trick you have been waiting your entire life to hear. Think of the end of the song, not the beginning or the middle, the end. Your mind will continue to think of things that are unfinished or incomplete, according to the Zeigarnik effect. Therefore, if you think of the end of the melody, the song will be complete and your mind will reset. This will release the song from your mind, so you can get back to focusing on something more productive. Getting kids to eat vegetables. If you're a parent, you know the struggle when it comes to making sure your kids eat their veggies. If you want your kids to eat a certain vegetable, for example broccoli, go ahead and ask them if they want 2 or 5 stalks of broccoli instead of asking them if they want broccoli. Thus, you have made your mind and chose broccoli for their lunch, but they feel like they have really made their own decision. You can use the same old trick in different situations. Being memorable. This little psychology trick can be incredibly useful if you're trying to stand out and give people a clear memory of yourself or the time you spent with them. It is said that people remember the beginning and the end of something the clearest. The middle, however, is where things might tend to get a little blurry. What does this mean? Well, if you're setting up a time for an interview, try and make sure you're either interviewed first or last. If you are going on a date, try picking the beginning or the end of the day. And whilst on the date, make sure to set a strong impression for the beginning and end of the date. Adrenaline rush. This is one of the simple psychology tricks you have probably already heard of before. If you are on a date and you choose an activity that involves an adrenaline rush, this will help stimulate arousal in the brain and make the other person believe they are really enjoying their time with you. So forget going for a cup of coffee on your next date and take them out for a bungee jump so they will feel their heart pumping full of love or adrenaline, whatever. They will just feel like they are having the best time in their life. Find something you have in common. The halo effect is a psychological phenomenon where a good impression in one area influences a person's impression in other areas. You can use this to your advantage in a job interview, on a date, or anytime you want to make a good impression. Find something you both like, or something you have in common. It doesn't have to be a big thing like you are both into skydiving or Star Wars. It can be anything. You're from Minneapolis? My grandmother used to live there, and I have the best memories of visiting that city. Soon, you will be talking about how great Minneapolis is, and the interviewer will feel all warm and fuzzy towards you. The halo effect means that those warm, fuzzy Minneapolis feelings will influence his feelings about your job qualifications. Enthusiasm is infectious. The great listener. Whenever your friend makes a statement, paraphrase it and repeat it. This way, they will think you are paying a great deal of attention and listening intently to what they have to say. Don't do this all the time though, since it will seem pretty obvious that you are doing this trick, and that would not work out well for you. Count to 5. The next time you don't want to do something you know you are supposed to be doing, tell yourself, I'm going to count to 5 and then I'm going to do this thing. This short circuits the part of your brain that provides excuses whenever you need to do something that gets you out of your comfort zone or can be a difficult task. So remember to do this trick the next time your brain thinks it would be better to get some ice cream instead of going to the gym. No excuses, get those gains. Raising your eyebrow. When you see someone you know, your eyebrows subconsciously raise, and they also raise theirs subconsciously as a way of communicating that you know each other and there is no threat. With that in mind, you can reverse engineer the eyebrow raise. When meeting someone for the first time, slightly raise your eyebrows and then relax into an easy smile. This will trick their subconscious into thinking they already have an established rapport with you. Walk with purpose. When walking on a crowded sidewalk, don't make eye contact with people who are in your way. Rather, look above and behind them in the direction you are trying to go. They will subconsciously take the cue and move out of your way. Silence a crowd. This is a really handy trick if you are giving a presentation in front of a loud crowd. There is a fail-safe method for getting them to be quiet. Simply start mouthing words and gesturing as though you are already talking. They will see you and quiet down almost immediately, so you can be ready to give your presentation in silence. Lists of 3. If you want someone to choose a specific option, give them a list of 3 choices and put the one you want them to pick last. They will be more likely to choose that one since it is freshest in their mind. We hope you enjoyed our list of the top psychological tricks that can work on anybody. And remember, the point of this list is not to take advantage of people, but to facilitate social interaction, which can sometimes get complicated in today's world. And if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, subscribe, and give us a comment of what you would like to see next on our channel. Till next time.